Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of every age, welcome back to some more Smite on the channel. There was a patch in the very early hours of the morning. There you go, something like that. Whatever makes more sense. There you go. It was in the morning, and it was early. That's what I'm trying to convey. It's probably like 3 or 4 a.m. my time, so depending on where you live, it might have been more close to the afternoon or so, but Smite has had a patch today. They usually patch the game once every week or once every 2 weeks, depending on what's going on. I know sometimes when they have conventions they need to go to, some of the patches may not be done that week, but usually the game is updated on a fairly regular basis, which I think is great. But the patch today has had a couple major changes. There will not be any actual matches in this video. I will go into a practice match and kind of show Tyr off, who's the new god. But as for actual, like, casual matches in Conquest or something like that, that will not be here today. This is more just to show some of the changes and to show the new god off a little bit. So if you're looking for that, I'm sorry to disappoint you. The next time, I very well may be in one of those matches, but this time I will not. So, as you can tell, the user interface has changed a little bit, unless you have not seen any of my videos or unless you have not played Smite before today. If you just go and check some of the older videos that I have up, you can see what the old user interface looks like. And compared to the old one, this one does look a lot better, looks a lot cleaner. Just in general, like a major improvement. As you can tell, this is Tyr, who is the new god. He is the lawgiver. I don't remember exactly what he's the god of. I want to say like law and justice, but it might be only one or the other. I'm sure it says like, you know, like right here. He's just the lawgiver. Compared to like the god of fire and slayer of enemies, he is the lawgiver. So he is the new god. He has one recolor skin, which is purple, which actually looks, I think, arguably a lot better than his regular skin. I actually like the purple one a lot more. But yeah, as you can tell, the user interface is a lot better. Everything is up here. You have your social, your stats. This goes over like the guides. The lore and stuff is in this or not? Video tutorials, god guides. Maybe there's just community videos and character builders. So, never mind. I was probably a little bit wrong on that. I would believe the lore would be under this. Yeah, here it is. It's under this tab now. So, everything just in general looks a lot better compared to what it was before. You have all of this stuff and all of your options and all that fun, jazzy stuff. So, Tyr is actually pretty. I'm not a super duper professional player, and I don't play the game as much as I would like because I'm busy recording other stuff sometimes, but he seems really good right now. I think he may get a nerf in the near future. I could be completely wrong, but that's just my opinion, and we'll check that out, I'm sure, as I jump into a practice match. There's also been some other skins. Arachne got a golden skin, which also gives her a legendary skin. I know Cupid also got the same treatment for his golden and legendary. If you're not aware what golden and legendary skins are, there are mastery ranks to get in this game. You get worshippers for winning or losing matches. I think if you win a match, you get like 20 or 25% of kind of the time played. So like if you get like a 50-minute game, you might get something like 20 or 25 worshippers. Something like that, I think. I'm not exactly sure of the whole conversion, but it's something like that. Maybe you get half. Maybe it's not 25%. Maybe you get half. I know if you lose, you get a couple, but it's not a whole lot. I'm not sure of the whole thing, the whole conversion thing, but it's something like that. If you have a 50 or a 60-minute match, which generally is a longer match, you'll probably get quite a few worshippers out of that. Something probably like 20, 25. I'm sure someone could correct me in the comments because I'm sure someone knows the exact number you would get, but you need 100 worshippers per rank, and at God rank 1 you can get the golden skin. At God rank 10 you can get the legendary skin. So that's basically how that works. Hebo got a voice pack. I'm pretty sure it'll just say like on the home page like what's new. Hebo, Herc, and Tyr voice packs, new skins, golden Arachne, golden Cupid, which also encompasses the legendaries, golden Neith, and Dark Judgment Tyr. There's a new god rotation, and that's pretty much it. There's a lot of changes. A couple new items I think were implemented. At least one. I think one item and one active was implemented. One is a magic item for mages and whatnot, and the other is just an active that kind of gives you wards to place, so you don't have to buy them. You just have the active. I think it refreshes like, I'm not exactly sure. I'm sure I can go in the match and show it, but those are the major changes. We'll probably jump into a Joust solo co-op so I can show you what Tyr kind of looks like. I kind of want to go into like jungle practice and just kind of show exactly what he can do. So we'll probably just go into this real quick. Select Tyr, who is down over here, and we'll jump into a jungle practice just to kind of show what his moveset and his kit is. And then we'll go into a practice match and see exactly how it plays out. Like I've always said, I'm not a pro player, and I'm probably only knowledgeable in basic to somewhat advanced stuff. I'm only level 1, actually, so I'm not oh yeah, there should be like a... Yeah, here we go. Just sit in the center of the fountain to level up, so I guess I just have to walk into it. I knew there was a way, I just didn't know if it was like a command or something, so we'll probably level up a bunch of times, and that's really it. I just want to show off the kit, so basically, can I go into the shop? Tyr is a bruiser. There's no popular items yet, so you would want to build him somewhat tanky, yet somewhat damaging. So you'd probably go like Warriors, Tabi. If you're playing Conquest and you're facing a bunch of Fizz people, you might want to go Voidblade or Focus Voidblade. Ankh seems like maybe a decent pick on him too. I'm not the best builder in the game, so, you know, we'd go with that. I would probably, I don't know if I'm just alone here, but I would probably go Jotun's Wrath as well for the cooldown. It might not be necessary on him. I'm sure as people begin to play, they'll find out better builds, and the popular items are usually a good place to go if you're looking for builds. What else would you want to go? You might want to go like a magical defense item too, so like Bulwark of Hope, something like that. And maybe like another Fizz power item, so like Executioner, Titan's Bane, maybe something like that. There's a lot of stuff to choose from. You can pick your own build and whatnot, so it might look a little bit something like that, depending on if you wanted to go full damage or, you know, a little bit of a bruiser. But other than that, I'm sure you can figure out your own builds and whatnot. And as the popular items kind of populate, you'll see that. So the thing about Tyr is that he's kind of like Hel. And if you don't know who Hel is a god whose ultimate switches her stances. So she has different abilities depending on what stance she's in, or the abilities act differently. That's what Tyr does, except Tyr actually has an actual ult. His change stances is 3, and then he has his Fearless and his Power Cleave, which switch, I will show you now, depending on which stance he's in. In his kind of guard stance, I'm just going to call it, like, I don't know what the exact stances are called, like, I'm not, guard stance, okay, it is guard stance, and then the other one is assault stance, so I would probably just call it attack and guard, it doesn't really matter, but in his attack stance, you can see all this stuff he does. 3 just changes his stance. I don't think his ult does anything different, depending on whether or not, like, what stance you're in. Maybe if you're in assault stance, it might do a little bit more damage, but other than that, it basically does about the same thing, I think. But his Fearless, he charges forward, and he hits gods 2 times and kind of knocks them up, and his Power Cleave is basically just like a super damaging attack. But then if you switch his stance, his Fearless just knocks the god up. When he just runs through him, knocks them up, but his 1 will actually, if he's in his assault stance, it'll kind of knock them back a little bit with him. He'll continue to damage them. And in his guard stance, his Power Cleave will heal him a little bit. So the good thing about Thor, or not Thor, sorry, Tyr, similar names, I'm sorry. The good thing about Tyr is that he can switch his stances and pretty much gain an automatic refresh on his 1 and his 2 abilities. So, you know, we'll go ahead and charge. Maybe you want to do a cleave. Cat's Meow says moo. You'll switch stances. You can do that again, and then that again. He'll go through mana pretty quickly early on, but he can output a lot of damage and clear very well. And I'll probably just jump in here really quick to show you, like, what his 1 does in the assault stance. I guess Raw's just going to do that. So that's what it does in the assault stance. In the guard stance, it merely just kind of knocks them up. His 2 in guard stance, like I said, will heal. As you can see, I got 36 health from that. And we'll go ahead and switch back, see what the 2 does in assault stance. It just does a lot of damage. His ult also has quite a bit of ramp-up time. Probably about a second or so. I wonder if I should play with Jordan. That is Jordan, by the way. Hi, Jorjor. He's talking to me. I feel privileged. So, yeah, unfortunately, changing stances will not refresh his ult. That would be really dumb. But the really weird thing about Tyr is that he technically has 3 escapes. You can use his 1, which is his dash. I'll show you in a second. Like, if you use this ult, let's say, you know, want to record a 1v1 with Tyr, I guess maybe after this, maybe I'll do like 2 videos and we'll do a 1v1 and we'll see. But if you, let's pretend my ult's up. We'll ult, we would go like somewhere over here. My ult's not up, but then you could just easily, we'll wait for my 3 to be up. Then you could easily just dash once. Once you're done with that, switch again, dash again, and there is basically a bunch of escapes for him. I'll probably just let Jordan know that I'll be like, give me a few minutes. Thank you. So that's basically just what I wanted to show with him. We'll go into an actual practice match, and we'll see how it all works out. And then maybe Jordan and I will joust in a different video. So we'll go tier again. I accidentally called him Thor. I mean, look, Thor, tier. They're both next to each other. They both start with a T. Like, come on, give me a little bit of a break. So we'll see how that goes. And maybe jousting Jordan would be fun. We'll see exactly how that would go. But as for now, we're going against the robot, who shouldn't exactly pose much of a threat.
Justice shall be done.
But here we go. As you can see, no popular items are populated yet, which kind of sucks. But we'll start off with 2 ranks of Tabi. If you're in Conquest, you might want to go Death's Toll. Usually I don't go Death's Toll on... it's not even in the recommended items either. He has Mark of the Vanguard. Death's Toll is a starter item. It gives you a little bit of physical power, a little bit of health, a little bit of attack speed, and hitting an enemy with a basic attack restores 5 health and 1.5 mana. Usually for melee characters, I don't go with that. It's usually more of a ranged character that I would do that, but you can do whatever you want, really. He goes through mana a little bit, and he does have a heal, so I'll probably start off with 2 mana potions and one mana pot, as opposed to vice versa, because he does have that heal. When I was playing him in practice earlier, I was not really using his guard stance that much, except for to heal. I like his 1 a lot better in assault stance than it is in 2, because you can kind of knock them back and get them out. I accidentally just did that for, you know, whatever reason, but it doesn't really matter. It's practice. It's all good. So I've taken a little bit of damage, and I'll probably show you. There's the heal. Gives you a little bit of sustain. Of course, you'll probably get, you know, a little bit more, as you can see. Let's try this. So that's basically what his 1 does. If he was a little bit closer to the tower, I'm just being really dumb here and just kind of taking way too much unnecessary damage. But if he was a little bit closer to tower, then it might have been a lot better to use that and kind of knock him into tower range. But as for now, I just kind of need to play a little bit more passively because I took a lot of damage being an idiot. Probably just dash right through that to get rid of that. I need to heal up a little bit again, so there you go. A little bit of sustain. I don't really know what I should upgrade. Usually I've been trying to upgrade my 2 and 1 the most, and I've been leaving my ult kind of not upgraded. Like, I upgraded once, and that's about it. But Ra, for whatever reason, almost bit the dust there. If I had more mana, I probably could have been able to kill him if I would have one into him and did my 2. But I want to show you something. Here we go. So, there you go. There you go. That's basically what I've been doing with 2. Like, later on, when you start to actually get your build kind of formulated, he can clear a minion wave with just those 2 abilities, like, completely. And I'm not sure if that would be really considered overpowered, but it's, like, really, really good. Because his 1 will knock all the minions back into a group, and then you can 2 right after, and it will damage pretty much all of them. I wouldn't really recommend doing that if you're in, like, a 1v2 lane, or maybe even a 2v2 lane, because if you're going to jump into 2 enemy gods just to clear minions, you're probably going to get pretty punished for that. Just my opinion. Just my opinion on that, so hopefully I can do a little bit better. I mean, I'm kind of playing a little sloppy, but once again, like, I don't want these minions here. Do that. I get hits off on all of them, and Ra is a little bit slow to the fight. I'm going to need mana here as well, so I'm probably just going to finish up my boots, maybe pick up a meditation to help with mana. So we'll go with Warrior Tab range. The physical penetration. I believe people have done the math, and the Ninja Tabi aren't really worth it on any god. Could be wrong, but that's just basically what I've heard. So we'll go with a meditation real quick. We'll go with a teleport. I probably don't need as many mana pots, and I don't know if I can actually buy any other items right now. I can buy this, which probably isn't good because Ra is magical. So we'll just wait. If I'm going to be explaining stuff, I'm going to be a little bit slow getting to tower, but Like, here's basically what you can do with Ra. You can do that, knock him back in the tower. Unfortunately, the minions are gonna do that, but then you can switch again, possibly do that, knock him back up, and then try and ult. And there you go. That's basically how it would be done. Unfortunately, I do not have enough damage right now to kill him with the ult. But it's okay because my basics worked out just fine. We'll heal up a little bit on these minions. And as you can tell, because I have a couple more items and stuff, and I've been leveling up my 2, the heal is quite a bit right now. Which means Tyr would have a decent amount of sustain. Unfortunately, if you look at my mana is almost completely gone. Which really kind of sucks. So we'll switch that, do that, and then we'll just back off, let the minions die, come back out, and then we'll do that. So that's basically how I've been playing Tyr. If I call him Thor at any point during this, I'm sorry. I mean, it tends to happen. I have that problem, like, even with video games, like, there goes my minion wave. But even, like, with video games, if a name is even starting, like, with similar letters, like the same letter, like, for Fallout and Fable, I remember during that, I was calling it by the wrong thing. But that, basically, like, what you would want to do. Unfortunately, Ra's passive makes him really fast, but it doesn't matter because I do have 2 dashes. And all I have to do is switch. I just have to switch my little whatchamajigsit, my stance, and then everything's good. So as you can see, I can upgrade my 1, 2, 3, or 4. I'm not really too good with his ult, and I don't like it that much. Like I said, I've been maxing out his 2 first for the heal and stuff like that, and because it does quite a bit of damage in assault stance. So there's that. I don't know what this Ra is doing. But I'm pretty much already almost clearing like an entire minion wave just based off of 2 abilities, which I'd say that's pretty good. I could be incorrect, but I'd say it's pretty good. Unfortunately, Tyr does kind of burn through mana a little bit. It's probably his one downfall right now. But other than that, a god with technically 3 escapes, like if you get in some trouble, then it's like whatever. I'm probably gonna have to head back to base really quick. Probably just blast my way through that, do a little bit of damage, and probably back off as my minions take care of the rest of the minions. But yeah, other than that, I've usually been going 2 and then 1. I'm not sure if I should upgrade my 3 after my 2, or like what the actual upgrade progression should be. But that's just how I've been doing it. So there might be a much better progression to make. I just don't know of it yet. So we have Tabai. I wouldn't want to really go Void Blade because Ra's magic and it's just Joust. So I would probably, like I said, I've been going Jotun's Wrath because of the cooldown, a 25% cooldown. And then after that, if I'm going against Ra, I might want to go with a shield, give some magical protection, give some physical power, and some HP 5, which basically is like a bruiser sort of item. So I'll probably pick up shield just for this. Of course, you can build Tyr, bruiser, you can build him damage, you can build him whatever the hell way you want. It doesn't matter. It's your play style, you do what you want, and don't let anyone tell you different. So we'll see how this goes again. We'll just do that again, that. Switch stance, do that, and dead. That is quite a bit of power, if you ask me. Quite a bit. Maybe seeing a nerf in the future, I don't know. I have no idea, but, you know, there goes that whole back wave of minions. Don't have to deal with them anymore. He hits hard. I feel like he's going to be a very good god, at least for now, until they, you know, maybe balance him a little bit. What is this Ra doing? Now I've been targeted by the tower because I accidentally hit him. It's Ra. Got to switch to my guard stance, and we'll do that. So I should probably come back, heal up a little bit. There you go. Kind of move back. Not really sure what to do here. We'll clear that, I suppose. And then we'll just knock him back into here. Please, tower, hit him. Oh, tower, come on now. Didn't matter. I was going to use my ult, but it was completely unnecessary. How much do I need to finish? Oh, I can finish this now. I'm probably just going to go back now, then. I kind of do need mana, so... So we can either split this item into when hit by an ability, your HP 5 is increased by 100% for 5 seconds, can only occur once every 20 seconds, or you can go with the passive, when hit by an ability, your magical protection increases by 30 for 5 seconds, can only occur once every 20 seconds. Runic Shield might be the better choice, unless you want some HP 5, which Tyr already has a heal, so I don't know if you'd want that. Probably go with that, just to start Pick up a teleport. We'll probably pick up, like, maybe... I don't know if I should really go, like, with a mana pot. Like, I'll go with the mana pot. I seem to be, kind of going through mana a little bit. And I accidentally just pinged on the map. That's my bad. So we'll see. We'll just knock them out. Hopefully this wall continues to be dumb so I can just do something like that. And he's pretty much as good as dead. If I can hit him, I can't hit him. We'll try the ult. Ult was good. And there you go. The ult's not doing as much damage because I'm not upgrading it. Maybe I should be upgrading his ult. No, you never know. Probably just heal off his back wave of minions. Even in his guard stance, like, it still does quite a bit of damage. I'm pretty sure you gain physical protections. Let's see. Changing stances refreshes the cooldown on Fearless and Power Cleave. Assault stance, gain 10 physical power. Guard stance, gain 8 physical and magical protections. Of course, that will change. Like, if I upgrade it now, I now gain 20 physical power and 16 physical and magical protections. So it might be actually worth it to upgrade the 3. Not really sure. Ow. Kind of hurt. Raw, being an asshole. Go ahead and knock that out. Knock that out. And at least it scared him off. I'm probably not going to be able to do anything else. I could dash up there and maybe get a kill. I don't really want to dive Phoenix, though. Heal up a little bit on that. That's generally how I've been playing tier. I might be playing him, you know, completely wrong. And I can't really do anything about that because they're sitting in towers. So I'll just sit here and watch my minion die. Poor minion, remember him. I want some sort of memorial in his name. But, like, I could go in here. I could knock him out like that. And that's basically, like... Most players are not going to let you do that, though. Like, it looks really easy because it's the robot. Most players are probably not going to let themselves get in that position that easily. They're probably not just going to let you strafe around them and then do that, so... It's going to be a little bit harder to do on human players. I would imagine so. But definitely if you gank someone and they're like sitting here at your Phoenix and you come from behind them, you can definitely knock them into that. I just took a raw ult to the face, by the way. But I mean, you could definitely knock them into it and then cause grief, and I think he's got a lot of utility to him. I like his kit a lot. I just think he might be a little bit too strong right now, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Instead of knocking him further back, I'll probably actually knock him like further into my minions because they're all dead. Doesn't matter. We'll do that. Do that. My ult is back up, so I'm going to predict he's going to go roughly there. Hit him. Didn't do a lot of damage because it is indeed only 1 rank. I probably could be getting automatic kills on him when he's that low if my ult was a little bit more upgraded, but it's not. That's just my choice, I suppose. But here you go. That's the like entire wave cleared. Just like that. That quickly. He has a lot of utility to him, I believe. My opinion is my opinion. And if you don't like it, that's too fucking bad. Raw, why would you? So again, I'll probably be an asshole. Do that. Do that. Kind of just harass him, I suppose. We'll heal on that. We'll do that. Blah, blah, blah. And he's almost dead after, like, all that. Unfortunately, I did take a lot of Phoenix damage. And I have 3,200 gold. Like, I've been sitting on all this gold. I need to go back and get an item. So we'll probably... Yeah, I don't want to really get that. Frostbound Hammer is in the recommended. I don't know, like, if Frostbound Hammer would really be that good. Most of my damage is coming from my my abilities right now. But we'll get this just for the hell of it. I also have another 1,000 gold, so we'll go mostly damage tier then. All of these items are damage except for the runic shield, which gives me 60 magical protection, which is pretty good. As always, we have enough gold to get that, and I'll go with that. Teleport allows me to get back into lane very quickly. Very useful in Conquest. Very, very useful in Conquest, I would imagine. I don't imagine. I know. I know for a fact. Raw, let's not do this, please. Like, look at this. So we'll just do that. My 3 is still down for whatever reason. Do that. We'll do that. And unfortunately, he's going to be gone. So if I would have done that a little bit better, then he definitely would have been dead, but he's not. And this should be ending relatively quickly. Like, once I finish this Deathbringer, I should be doing a lot more damage. I have a 205 physical damage, physical power. So, pretty good. Pretty good, I suppose. Just We'll just clear these minions for my minions to get some damage on this Phoenix. But yeah, this Phoenix is going down pretty quickly. Not super quickly. Quick enough. I could tank this, but, you know, I'd rather just kind of leave. I can probably get it on the next round. I also didn't want to do that. I have no idea why I just did that. Okay, there goes my minions then, I suppose. So that sucks. That Ra ult. Kind of being an asshole. Do you really want to do this, Ra? Do you really want to do this? I don't think you want to do this. Alright, let's do it then. Fine. Let's see how it goes. We'll see how it goes for you, buddy. I just missed that. Okay. We use the ult just for the hell of it. I hit him. 210 damage. Not terrible. As long as I can just keep kind of spooking him off, then... Like, as long as he keeps kind of getting afraid and leaving, then I can just do whatever I want to his Phoenix. Probably heal up on these guys back here. That's like another 300 and some odd health I just got from that, so that's pretty sweet. I don't think I can finish my Deathbringer just yet. I cannot. I need 2310. I don't know where this guy's going. He's going right into my minion. Dead. Come on, minion. Get it. Get it, minion. Minion, what are you doing? I'm trying to get you the kill here. Like, seriously. Now my minion's gonna die. My minion, my poor archer. There he is. Go, minion, go. He's got this. He's gonna tank it for me. He's gonna die. Aw, he's dead. That's really too bad. So I'll probably go back one final time. I don't think Phoenix is going down, Minnow out, like, right now. I might be able to. Ra's back, and that's going to take care of most of my minions, so... Honestly, I could just stay here and end it, and I probably will. I have meditation up, so... It's not really a huge problem. I don't think I need to finish up my Deathbringer to, maybe I will have to finish it up. Like, if this Ra would stop being a jerk about this, like, come on now. There you go. My minions went in, by the way. Yeah, he's dead. Where you going, Ra? Where you going? Where you going, Ra? Where you going? I'm right here now. Where you going? Nowhere. Alright, that should definitely be it. Ra's down for another 20 seconds. My fire minions are here, ready to save the day. And we'll just clear that about as quickly as we can for them to get them in. And that pretty much should be game. So, I hope Tyr looks interesting to you guys. He's pretty fun to play. I actually like playing as him. It's pretty fun. And there you go. That's roughly how I play Tyr. At least for now. I mean, I've only played a couple practice matches with him, but, I mean, who the hell knows how that's going to go in an actual match. Probably a lot different. Probably a lot different. You're going to have to be a little bit more passive. You can't really be that aggressive against human players unless, like, you kind of know for a fact that you can be. And the good thing is that Tyr's victory screen is the Techno Viking. Complete with Cyclops coming up and giving him water. There you go. I kind of wish there was some techno music in this, but it's just the regular kind of victory music, I guess. I was kind of hoping it would be kind of like Neith's victory screen, where she has the caramel dancing music playing or whatever it's called, which is a pretty neat touch. I was hoping they'd have some sort of techno music, but maybe in the future they'll put it in if people, you know, request it, or maybe they just didn't want to. I don't know what their reasoning was, but I hope you enjoyed this. I might go and play a 1v1 with Jordan. He forgot. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, he wants to do it after then. I don't. He might be offline. Is he offline? No, he's not offline. So we'll see how that goes. You might be able to expect a 1v1 Tyr versus Tyr match between Jordan and I at some point, depending on whether or not we do end up doing this today, but we'll see. But thank you for watching. I know this was kind of a longer video, and I hope some of you found it somewhat informative and interesting. The patch, I think, was very good. We'll have to see how Tyr gets kind of balanced out. I imagine some changes will be done to him, and we'll also have to see how some of the items get balanced out, which I didn't show. Let's try and show that real quick. I think it would be under guides, and then you can do it here. So, the new magic power item, I believe, is... Where is it? Is this it? It's Soul Reaver. So, at its most highest of the high, bestest of the best rank, gives you 100 magical power and 300 mana. 100 magical power is pretty big. When you look at some of the other ones, 50 magical power, 70. Rav Tahuti is generally considered one of the biggest magical power items, is 125. Warlock Sash is 50. Doom Orb gives you 40, but you can also get like random stacks and stuff for it. Polynomicon 75. So it's a pretty hard-hitting item, it would look like. And the passive is When a god takes damage from your abilities, they take 15% of their maximum health in addition to the damage. If multiple gods are hit, the damage is applied to the one with the greatest maximum health. This can only be used. This can only occur every 60 seconds. So this passive can only occur every 60 seconds. That's a pretty big chunk of health to take away on top of the damage that you're already doing. 15%, I don't know if they're going to keep that. I'm sure they're going to take a look at the statistics of it, of the people who are using it, and potentially tweak it if they feel the need to. I'm not sure if that's going to stay that way or if the item will even stay in the game. I'd imagine, if anything, they would lower the percentage of maximum health that is taken if it proves to be too strong. And then the other item that they added in was an active. It is Eye of Providence. They changed the name. It was originally called Oracle, but they changed it to the Eye of Providence, it looks like. This is an item that allows you to place, let's see, at this rank, it's basically an active that gives you wards. So every 90 seconds, you can place a ward that lasts 1 minute at the first rank. At this, every 90 seconds, you can place a ward that lasts 2 minutes or until killed at the second rank. And then the third rank, every 90 seconds, you can place a ward that lasts for 3 minutes, and it acts as a sentry ward, I believe, that sees other wards and that stuff. So might be kind of interesting for support characters to pick up, or people who are just very forgetful with wards and buying them. They might want to kind of buy this and see how it goes. I'm not sure how that'll be used. I know I might pick it up because I'm really forgetful. Like, competitively, it probably won't be picked up a whole ton, maybe by support characters, but I'm really forgetful when it comes to wards. And if I always have this in my inventory, I might be more inclined to drop that ward every 90 seconds. Probably not the best way to use this item, but still, I'm really forgetful when it comes to that, so that might help me out a little bit. But those are the other two items that were added in. Hopefully, some of you got some enjoyment out of this video, even though it was only me kind of screwing around, and it was a half an hour long. That's a pretty long video. But for those of you who did stick around the whole time, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. It's really awesome that I'm able to do this kind of stuff, and some people do end up watching my really long and somewhat boring videos, but I'm sure some of you got something out of it. I'm sure some of you were interested in seeing what Tyr did. And like I said, if I call him Thor at any point, you know, it's just kind of how I am sometimes. Like, I do that a lot, and it's really dumb. But, oh, hey, look at the match of the day. It's Cool Cats. Amir the Frost Giant teams up with Cute Kitty Bastet and Lion-Headed on her. That might actually be really fun. I might actually try to do that. Assault battle. Yeah, I might actually do that, like, right after this and upload it. So, you can probably expect this and maybe a 1v1 with Jordan video in the near future. I might actually go record this. I don't know who I would be. I might be Amir. I might be on her. I like both of them. Bastet is kind of but, you know, whatever. And it's Assault, so we'll see. But until then, thank you for watching. I will see you guys later.